Welcome back to Quranic Stories. In our last episode, we learned about how Adam and Hawa were sent down to earth to begin a new journey. Today, we continue that story, the story of their first children, Qabil and Habil, a story that teaches us the danger of jealousy and the power of sincerity. After leaving paradise, Adam and Hawa, peace be upon them, began their new life on earth. The world was new. The sky stretched wide above them, rivers flowed across the land, and the wind whispered softly through the trees. It wasn't like paradise, but it was still filled with Allah's signs and mercy. They learned to live, to grow food, to build shelter, and to care for one another. And soon, Allah blessed them with children. The first children of Adam and Hawa were born, twins, a boy and a girl. Then came another pair, another boy and a girl. As their family grew, Adam and Hawa watched their children play, laugh, and learn. They were the first family on earth, the beginning of all mankind. Among them were two sons, Qabil and Habil. Qabil was strong and worked the land, planting crops and building. Habil was gentle and cared for the animals, herding them with kindness and patience. Both were loved, but in their hearts, something began to change. One day Allah commanded Adam to tell his sons to offer a sacrifice, a gift, to show their sincerity and obedience to him. So each of them prepared their offering. Habil chose his best and healthiest animal, one that he loved most. He offered it purely for Allah. Qabil, on the other hand, brought crops that were old and spoiled, the ones he didn't want. He gave not from his heart, but out of pride and jealousy. Then they waited, and Allah accepted Habil's offering, but not Qabil's. Jealousy filled Qabil's heart like fire. He glared at his brother and said angrily, "I will kill you." Habil looked at him with calm eyes and replied, "Allah accepts only from those who are righteous. If you raise your hand to kill me, I will not raise mine to harm you. I fear Allah, the Lord of all worlds." But Qabil's jealousy grew stronger. He refused to listen. And in a moment of rage, he struck his brother. The earth fell silent. Habil, the innocent, had been killed. It was the first death, the first sin committed on earth. When Qabil saw what he had done, fear and regret filled his heart. He didn't know what death was. He didn't know what to do with his brother's body. Then Allah sent a sign. A black crow came scratching the ground, digging a hole with its beak. Qabil watched and realized what he must do. He said with sorrow, "Woe to me. I was not even able to be like this crow, to hide the body of my brother." He buried Habil, his own brother, and wept. His heart was heavy with guilt. He had learned too late that envy destroys the soul. Adam, peace be upon him, was heartbroken. He cried for the loss of his beloved son. The earth felt heavy with sadness, for this was the first blood ever shed. But Allah, the most merciful, reminded Adam that life on earth is a test, a place where choices matter, and every heart will be tried. From that day, Adam and his family understood the danger of jealousy, pride, and anger. They taught their children, and their children's children, that true believers must keep their hearts clean, forgive others, and always seek Allah's guidance. The story of Qabil and Habil teaches us that jealousy can turn love into hate and peace into pain. But those who trust in Allah and control their anger will find peace in their hearts and mercy in their lives. So, remember, envy burns only the one who carries it. Be like Habil, sincere, patient, and obedient to Allah. Thank you for watching Quranic Stories. If you learned something from this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next episode. The story of Prophet Idris, peace be upon him, the wise messenger. May Allah make our hearts pure, our actions sincere, and our lives guided by His light.